Hi, my name is Michael Stella, and I'm going to be teaching you how to run a productive meeting. Quick overview before we begin. You want to deciding when a meeting is in the best form, completing the essential planning, conducting a productive meeting, managing meeting problems and conflict, ensuring that meetings lead to action. Deciding when a meeting is in the best form, you want to consider the following: the purpose, inform, persuade, instruct, or engage. What type of meeting are you planning on doing? Deciding when a meeting is in the best form, you want to consider the audience. What is the purpose? What do I hope to accomplish? Will a meeting accomplish that purpose more effectively? Can I describe exactly the outcome I am seeking from the meeting? Is our group more productive when we meet? Completing the essential planning. What are the purpose and expected outcome? What should be included on the agenda? What information will we need for the meeting? Who should attend? What is the best setting and what is the best timing? Clarifying purpose and expected outcome. You want to do the following: have multiple objectives, but overall have one main overall purpose. This is an example of what your objective and end product should look like. Determining topics for the agenda. This is a sample agenda that I have. You want to follow the objectives and end product, estimate the time for each topic, and include the following information that is here on our sample agenda. You want a title of the meeting, the date, the time, who should attend, what to read before, what to bring, and a step-by-step outline of how long the meeting should last, and the topics. Selecting attendees, you should include the following: decision makers, the budget holder, those who must take action on the decision, those with expert knowledge affecting decisions, and representation from those affected by the decision. You also want to consider the following: who can supply information or input to the decision or decision making process, who needs to attempt the decisions, who needs to accept the decision, so that implementation occurs, who is necessary for us to reach a decision, who needs to understand the information or actions to implement them, and who needs to feel part of the decision making process. Consider the setting, type of meeting, seating arrangements, or if it is a virtual meeting. Determining when to meet. You want to take in consideration other schedules and commitments, usually during the weekdays, and try to avoid Monday mornings. Meetings should be between 60 to 90 minutes. Conducting a productive meeting. Deciding on the decision-making approach, clarifying leader and attendee roles and responsibilities, establishing meeting roles, using common problem-solving approaches. Clarifying leader and attendee roles and responsibility. You should include the leader, the facilitator, the note taker, and timekeeper. Establishing meeting ground rules. You want to introduce yourself when you join the meeting, state your name prior to your comments throughout the call, avoid any side conversations since not all participants can hear them, keep the speakerphone close to the person who is talking to avoid background noise, avoid tapping pens or shuffling paper since these sounds may be exaggerated on the other end, or use the mute button when you are not speaking. Using common problem-solving approaches. You want to brainstorm, ranking or rating, sorting by category, the Edward D. Bohn's 6 thinking hats, opposition analysis, decision trees, from to analysis, force field analysis, the matrix, and frameworks. Now I'm going to go into a little bit about a few of these. Brainstorming. Each person is expected to contribute an idea. Ideas are not to be evaluated or judged in any way. Ideas must be recorded just as they are and be visible to all. Quantity, not quality, is important. The Edward D. Ball's 6 thinking hats. Red stands for emotion and intuition. White stands for facts and information. Yellow stands for benefits and positive values. Black stands for judgment and devil's advocate. And green stands for creativity, alternatives, and ideas. Opposition analysis. You want to look at both sides of an issue, list pros with matching cons, list advantages with matching disadvantages, and apply a test of meaning by using an is not approach. Decision tree. Help break down a problem into parts, useful in finding a way forward through problems or issues. Take many shapes. Generate ideas in writing, analysis areas of uncertainty or risk. And this is a little example of what a decision tree may look like. You have your main topic broken down into subtopics, and then from there you can break down your subtopics into other topics. Force field analysis. You want to carefully describe the current problem, describe the end state we desire, describe the driving force included in the situation and pushing it in the direction it is currently heading, describe the restraining forces that are working against the driving force and thus inhibiting the desired changes. Matrix. Allow a group to evaluate or diagnose a problem. 2 main questions that you want to ask yourself in the decision-making process. What is the value of reaching certain groups, and what is the difficulty? And here we have a little sample of what that looks like. You have high, low, and low to high. And these are your 4 categories. Managing meeting problems and conflict. Handling specific meeting problems, managing meeting conflict, dealing with cultural and personality differences. Handling specific meeting problems. Some of these include confused objectives and expectations, unclear roles and responsibilities, confusion between process and content, drifting off topic, data confusion or overload, repetition and wheel spinning, and time violations. Managing meeting conflict. Some examples of common negatives that can shut down a discussion, include the following. That won't work here. It can't be done. That failed last time we tried it. I don't like it. We'll never sell that idea. That's not feasible. That's not practical. And not that again. Techniques to manage resistance. Collaborating, compromising, competing, avoiding, and accommodating. And here again is a little chart from high to low and low to high, and that's your 5 variables. Our approaches to manage conflict. Turn the question to the group. Use the is or is not approach or a pro/con format. Try listing points of agreement and disagreement. Attempt to get an underlying assumptions. Shift the decisions to the facts put on the white hat. Dealing with cultural and personality differences. Factors that need to be considered. Context, information flow, timing, language, and power. Ensuring that the meetings lead to action. 4 steps that need to be taken. You want to assign specific tasks to specific people. Review all actions and responsibilities at the end of the meeting. Provide a meeting summary with assigned deliverables included. Followed by action items in a reasonable time. Here I have a video of how a meeting can be effective. For some reason it's not working, but it's on YouTube on how to conduct effective meetings. You can go check it out. And these are my references, and I just want to thank you for listening, and hopefully this presentation can help you run a productive meeting.